Not great with these, so this will probably not go well. Judging by my record with this stuff. Hey, look, I'm here now. Which I'll probably disappear because it's going to be a cutscene or something. So, right now, we're just going to play on the Night Stalker Daywalker. We'll start on normal, but eventually we can up this as it goes on. It gives us more stuff. I don't I don't know if you can I think you can just turn it down at any point. Um so if it starts to become a pain and we're getting up into this, I'll just turn it down. But we'll see. I don't really want to play the tutorial mission. I know how to play this. I played it for a little while on my off time. The only thing I didn't do was watch cutscenes when I played this. I have no idea the story. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'll have some pop-ups for the time being. Whatever. I probably should do the tutorial mission because it's probably got like story things, but you know, I assume we'll just. You got the gist of it. This is happening.
You know how much I hate this hocus pocus nonsense, Faustus. Now you want to tell me just what the hell is so important?
A lot of bad things is what he brought you to. Your favorite.
Sleeping mother, sacred harbinger, awaken and reclaim what is yours. You who rise with the moon in darkness, who prepares the path for the midnight sun.
Is this the X-Men? Man? Kind of, yes.
And arise!
Nice show, Doc. Next time, call Zemo. Better yet, I'll just shoot you and save us all the trouble.
Have you ever thought about not doing evil things? You could do that? Holy shit, it's the person from Diablo. Midnight Suns. Six months later.
Okay, you did that one on purpose.
The fabric of magic is unwinding. We are fortunate to be here at all.
And where is here, exactly?
Salem, Massachusetts. Well, a pocket dimension in Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, suburbs. Nice.
Welcome to the Abbey. Home of the
Midnight Sun.
The Midnight Suns. It's all your favorite people.
What the hell is this? Lilith's Junior Demon League?
Wait, it's that jerk from TV. Which one?
Now, if everyone would just take a moment.
Enough!
It's Caretaker.
You're standing on my flowers.
Oh, been a long time, Sarah.
It's caretaker.
Yeah, I'll up the
If
volume.
I could have avoided this moment, I would, but...
Oh, spare me the speech. I know Lilith's back. We're sisters after all.
Guess we're suddenly invisible now.
Shall we chat, Stephen?
No one can argue that the Hunter earned their rest in the first battle against Lilith. I only hope they are up for the task once more.
You wizards always make everything sound so lofty. I raised my sister's only child as a weapon against her.
And saved the world in the process.
Now you want me to dig them up and ask them to do it again.
I did not write the prophecy, Sarah. Besides, I am no common grave robber. We are simply reuniting their ethereal essence with their corporal form. Speaking of, it would help to have a mental image for the procedure. Spare no detail. Spiritual identity theft is no laughing matter.
Oh, good. Do I want to be a man or a woman? I think it's time for a woman to step up. Don't have any idea what I'm doing. Woman, of course. You know what? Can I have a mustache? Oh God, no. I can have a beard if I want. They're like most of the hairstyles the other characters will have that I will run into. A loose ponytail is what I just want. Like, imagine if I had a little bit of a... It's like I drank chocolate milk. It didn't clean up my upper lip. Guess that's me. The other type of hair color? I have red hair. That's what I'm doing. Black eyebrows. Perfect.
Child of light and darkness, you who tame the night, hear the voice of those who beseech thee and...
The collar! Wait! Wait! Ah! Mother.
So, that's a good thing, right?
One could hope. It's like, you are dead. Game over.
Sarah. Where is she?
As far as resurrection spells are concerned, I've seen worse. Particularly on myself.
Tony, come on. It's perfectly safe.
That thing wakes up and takes a bite out of you. Don't blame me.
Visiting hours are over.
I just want a nap.
Can't stay here forever.
There's nowhere else I should be.
Just saw that Stark guy poking around behind the mirror table.
Find me as soon as they awaken. And Blade, be nice.
Hi, Blade. You want a kiss?
Always am.
Part 1. The Awakening. I'm okay.
So cold. But
The air burns with every breath. Has it been so long? I know this place. In my dreams, it was always empty. But now I sense I am not alone.
I have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance.
Hi, Blade.
Guess that makes two of us.
You should have struck when you had the chance, vampire. You will not live to regret your error.
Cute, and Caretaker told me to be nice. Relax, Slayer. I'm a friend. You just don't know it yet.
Yes. I saw you with Sarah before. But what would she want with a vampire? Unless...
The name's Blade, and I'm no ordinary vampire. I get you've been out of commission, but I thought you noticed since we're having this little showdown under the freaking sun.
A dampier? Daywalkers were a myth even to me.
Says the half-human, half-demon monster hunter.
Seems you know a lot about me.
You appear quite versed in my history, Dampier.
Heard my fair share of stories from Caretaker. The legendary hunter, child of Lilith, last champion of the blood. Some call you angel, some demon. Probably a little of both. Led the Knights of Wundagore against the armies of darkness until you fell at...
Fell?
Shoot. This is why they don't normally have me do the meet and greets.
I can see why.
Right. As much as I'd love to see how much weirder this conversation can go, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. The prophecy is in motion. I can feel it. We have wasted too much time here already.
Man, the others are really gonna love you.
Oh, I bet.
Others?
Yeah, you've got a little fan club, I think. But why spoil the surprise? Hope you're up for the challenge, chosen one.
I barely know how to move. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Or did Nico just raise the dead?
Hello. I'm here.
Hunter. Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm
The witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
or Nico, but either works. And this is
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
And I think you already met Blade.
Maybe. I don't know.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you...
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
Plus, one of you did just shoot me awake.
So, welcome home. I guess we...
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then.
I'm
The
back.
Abbey is still, well, you know, the Abbey. Basic stuff. Dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill, and, whatever the hell the Forge is. Have to say, for a haunted transient castle raised on the cursed grounds of Old Salem, it's pretty cozy. Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi.
I don't know what this Wi-Fi is,
Oh, and
but it
one more
sounds
thing.
shitty.
We've got some new house guests now. You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh, gotta go. Show's about to begin.
I mean, technically, you were here first, but don't expect any special treatment. Caretaker will have you mopping the floors and hauling trash.
You might see a few familiar faces around the...
Select a mission.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older.
Everyone's so old.
How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were... missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith...
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith. Tony. That's my name.
Tony. That's Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Nice to meet
Help
you.
with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the dragon mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
Not really.
There was a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some sorcerer supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Oh boy.
Allow me. Alato.
Is that a Harry Potter spell?
Whoa, what kind of network you running there?
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges. Bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda! The dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is trouble.
I'll go.
What about me?
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
Come on, Dr. Spooky, we gotta go. We got things to do, Dr. Spooky.
With everything going on right now, we simply cannot afford.
Yeah, I'll be fine. It's me, Dr. Spooky, and Blade. Oh, I know I can't modify it. I don't have anything. Leave me alone.
Are you ready? The prophecy of the midnight sun does not linger.
Yeah, sword guy.
Neither should we. Lilith possesses
I'm also a
the
sword
dark
woman, it
cloak.
looks
If
like.
She forced her way into my sanctum sanctorum once.
Dr. Pookie.
I suspect she will
Ugh.
do it again.
You are a sorcerer supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are
Oh, don't
fuzzy.
give me attitude. I didn't do it.
For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
Your sanctum will survive. We shall see to that.
Indeed, the Sanctum Sanctorum has weathered its fair share of trouble over the years. Blaze storms, a few short-tempered celestials that issue with the zoning commission. But this time, it feels different.
It'll be fine.
I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
I am here. Where do you need me?
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality.
You're fun at parties, I bet, Doctor Strange.
All must be constant for my portals to work properly. Yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times. Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the sanctum.
Well, if you stop being a
Magic
piece
is
of
the
shit.
answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is
Maidens.
not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
Any more questions?
Imagine a handy from that glove. See you later.
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe.
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
What is this man and why does he have a hat?
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the war.
That's fine. We're using portals to travel. I get it. Manhattan gloves.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Yeah. Take a photo, leave.
The wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
That seems to be a problem.
Arm Alpha in position.
It's a Hydra officer. He's not your average Hydra goon.
No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
Yeah, this is pretty much how it is in New York. You just get attacked. Beat the enemies.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you
Yeah, I know
and the Sanctum.
what Quick does.
Looks can be deceiving.
Booyah.
There's no way to see what soldiers are behind the disruption of
Be
the wards of
funded.
protection.
Dealing damage, heroes, critical abilities, step. Alright, I know how this works. Yeah.
Hail that.
Hail that. Show 'em what you can do.
It's weirdos like these that give
Blade.
people like us a bad reputation.
I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Now he's stunned, but if he gets taken any damage, he'll reawaken. Dr. Slam.
You carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Thank you. Well, you know, we were bound to get shot. Bad guys.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother.
Take this.
That's one hell of a move.
One way to do it. Oh man, now I'm in the way of the heroism. Now you'll never know how many points I have. I can go like right around here. I'll just shrink a little. Look, it's like I'm one of the cards. Pick me, the gumball.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
What was it? Just shooting a guy? It's a great move.
The light shines on the most dutiful.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
Let's do 5 damage to him. I'll wait on it. Have enough for that. Could redraw if I wanted, I guess. I'll just end. I didn't mean to, but we'll just end. Hi, how you doing? Okay.
Until it's my turn.
It doesn't just want to stay in place. Gotta move.
You have no idea what you've started. Wanda is calling out to me. To concentrate.
Ew.
And I won't be doing that again.
It didn't sound fun. It sounded kind of gross what I just heard you do, and don't do it again.
The light is on our side.
I think. Let me show you.
And with me doing heal, it gave me 2 heroism or whatever, so I could do that move.
That's a neat trick.
And with that, Hydra, goons are fucked.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilin.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Why do I get the feeling that's a bad thing?
Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail!
This seems like a problem. Is Ghostbusters still around?
Oh, God.
Exactly.
The neighborhood is Association is not going to like this.
Nope.
I'll handle it.
Not. We do not fear your magic, little wizard.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, Fallen Venom. I'm not even at Spider-Man 2 yet. What are you doing here? It's Venom. We are Venom. You are lunch. Hey, bud. Fallen Venom's symbiote binds can be broken by attacking them with hero abilities. Powerful enemies such as Fallen Venom do not forecast an attack for which hero he intends to attack. It may attack multiple times on their turn. Watch out.
Certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. A imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard, marinated in his stomach juices, and eat it with his spleen.
Well, that was very nice of you to say.
Get ready.
Level up.
Looking good, feeling good.
Can only move once, so can I do this? Take this! Let's see, let's draw. I guess I could do this. This will give us the heroism thingy. Level up.
Even a sorcerer supreme has room to grow.
God, you let Shadow do a few, oh boy, a few science experiments, and then Venom's here. Melee attacks against Fallen Venom can trigger his join us passive. When his skin is active, it will bind the next hero to melee. After triggering, use range or area attacks to reset it. This count as range.
Give it a go.
That just doesn't work in cutscenes, but at least it does in battles.
Will make you feel regret. You are puny. We are strong. You are puny. Human bereaved.
Please don't. Oh, it's all over me. Ew. Oh, hey, pal. Oh, Jesus. That seemed rude. Okay. Ow. Kind of throw me into a fucking barrel. Yep, gotta help him.
This house belongs to Mother. And you belong
I'll free you. Blade knows how to do some crowd control work, and I love it.
your delicious brains.
Delicious.
The rest of your mother's children, so chatty.
Thankfully, no.
Now have a little of this. Fucking want to throw me, I'll throw you. You son of a bitch.
Just like old times.
How about this one?
Fragile, but not as fragile as you. Look how fragile you are.
There's a lot of shit talk coming from a guy who's got stunned. I'm sorry.
Stronger than its fists is its breath.
That wasn't its fist, though. The fuck do you guys keep coming from?
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, demon.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract you despite...
How about a little of this? Talk shit, get hit. It works.
This one won't bother us again. Watch closely. A gift from ancient traditions.
Should get the blood pumping. Time to get...
Yeah. That should get you to bleed.
Strength blade. I know it isn't easy for you.
Please don't. Oh, it's all over me. Damn it.
Cannot break its hold.
Oh, it's so goopy. I'm okay. Yeah, that bleed ain't fun now, is it?
Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
That's
And to
gross.
think Lilith was a vegetarian.
Watch me. That's it for you.
There we go. We defeated him. Screw you, Venom. I did it.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Didn't work. Look, it's Spider-Man. Friendly, neighborly, and spiderly. Look, we never left Spider-Man.
Good. You know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc. Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's part of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones.
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares.
Good thing Spider-Man was here. Victory. I was slammed into a floor, into the on a building and nearly eaten, but a victory nonetheless. Feels like one.
Congratulations. New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look. What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero.
Step out of the way.
This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than
the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
I slept for years. I don't want more sleep. Talk to Tony. There's also like a bunch of shit to go out exploring out here, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'd be looking for out here.
Intriguing.
Gave me arcane knowledge. Breaker of chains. Son of this land. Curious. Why are there just crates out here? Locked and needing keys. Who just leaves these out here? Like, go talk to Tony. So, run away? Got it. I just take a look at over here. Blue crate, don't have a key. A thing, I don't have an ability. A gumball, I'm over here. A door that needs something with that symbol. I was checking my phone. I got a text message. Like, we noticed an unauthorized charge on your account. I don't have this phone set up to a bank, so that's just spam.
That was a complete fiasco.
It was great.
And it would have been far worse.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Aha.
All rabid zombie demon on me.
I'm on her ass. I don't like where my head is at.
You did a commendable job, considering you were, you know, reborn yesterday. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and
You
all.
hitting on me?
Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
What is your motive here?
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
He'll be fine.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that.
Now I have the
When I'm
super
not saving
link,
the
a
world,
social
I solve
network.
the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual: private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask,
Tony,
Tony,
he seems like a
aren't
bit
you
of a
just
wuss.
repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
I mean, it's like he's kind of like snarky, full of himself, but also because he has no idea about magic, he's got like, not sure what to do.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Happy outfits. Oh man, I can just dress up around the place. Dude, I'm hip. I'm so cool. I don't know why I would up it, but you know what? How about a bookshelf? Maybe he wanted that shitty sandwich. Yeah, I think it has something to do with me, because Caretaker did yell the collar at some point to me, so... when I was being revived.
We were all so happy then.
Well, time for bed. I'm gonna sleep with my aviators on and my fucking clothing. That's how I sleep.
They're everywhere! We must go back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance. No! Hold the line! I can stop her. Only I can stop her!
Oh, hi there. Hello, dog.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
I don't know. I don't want to quack.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Head to the forge, but first, pet
We'll
the
see
dog.
If I can find you a treat later.
That's a good dog.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested...
I'm gonna go to the forge.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
I keep my glasses on.
Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon.
It's a good demon dog.
Now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
I get it.
Perhaps
It has iron in it.
try it on.
I'm ready. Fucking sunglasses.
Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside?
I don't know.
I know it's easy to look upon
No
me and
capes.
simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening
I thought you were
ritual
Dr.
was
Spooky.
admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
I'm more worried about you.
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for
I'll
such
be
a-
nice, but I also, like, when the
And you're
time
right, of
comes, I'm
course.
picking dark things.
I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature.
I miscalculated. I don't know why it skipped. I didn't hit anything. I was never good at any math either.
I would rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilin than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered
No
this
one
outcome.
likes math.
We will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge. My
Tony's like, just don't look
responsibility,
over.
and
Don't
I
even,
failed
just
her.
ignore.
But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
What exactly is venom?
That creature on the roof. You have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
Maybe Spider-Man can tell us how to deal with him.
It sounds like Spider-Man is Venom's nemesis. Maybe he has some insight.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider-Man will prove
We
to
need
be
Spider-Man.
an invaluable asset in the ongoing fight against both Venom and Lilith.
About the Sanctum's wards of protection.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Then when we retake the Sanctum, can you restore the wards?
Will the wards ever provide the same protection that they had?
It may be possible to undo the damage, but now that a weakness has been exposed, I'll have to rethink my approach entirely. Tony did offer a military-grade laser protection grid, should I be so inclined to go that
I don't know if that would fully help, but, you know.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
Agatha.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah about her when you're ready.
Oh, I gotta go.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
Hi, Tony.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral?
Ooh.
Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Thanks, I appreciate the effort.
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored.
Oh.
But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
What's special about this suit?
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there.
Sweet.
And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I don't know what half those words are, but I think there's an insult buried in there.
I may be a few hundred years behind, but I know that tone.
Oh, you are a sharp one. But no, I'm insulting the situation.
I'm like, I don't know what 90% of what you said, but I don't seem to like magic much.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules.
Oh, you do?
Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up.
My fault.
Things have definitely hit high gear since then.
You see anything strange around the Abbey?
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted!
Nice.
But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look package. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
I am sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really tired people. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence. While it lasts.
Exactly is this room again. So what's your story, Tony?
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous social...
Candle floating behind me.
Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
Sounds about right. I guess it all worked out in the end.
You seem well adjusted enough, considering.
Exactly, which means there's hope for you yet. I find these apocalypse scenarios will save you tons of therapy.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it.
I promise to be worth. I like how it's already, you found it and it's coded to look like something out of your suit.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yale Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element.
I don't know who Bruce
Calling
is.
it coil
I
for
just
now,
woke
given
up.
Its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves?
No, we use cards.
No. Nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Ooh, new coil. Let's get
Analyze the coil.
You're welcome, Hunter. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
I'll take another quick for me, so I can upgrade it with the dupes.
Come meet me in the yard.
Let's go talk to Blade in the yard. Hello, Blade.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me.
Ooh, healing. Yeah, I have one of those.
Now
That'll
that
be
we
good.
know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
No questions.
None.
I don't want to ask right now.
All right, then.
I want to pry. I know how this kind of works. We can upgrade our abilities. If you have two copies, you can combine it into a better one. So now that I had a quick, I'll use one of my other quicks and turn it into a quick with a knockback. So it does low damage, but if I kill someone when it's quick, I get my attack refunded, so I can do more attacks with other people. And knockback just means I can hit them into other bullshit or each other, do more damage. Hi, Captain Marvel.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect.
It's Shadow's favorite,
Carol.
Carol.
Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well,
Not so much fish as that ginormous, invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the sanctum.
Give me another shot at it.
The venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
That thing's tougher than a flirkin' furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
How about we start now?
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for
You
good.
just want me to look at your ass?
Find me in the
or-
war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust.
What's up?
How you?
Can I ask about you?
You always been a half vampire?
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this
I'm just
way.
asking.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
Tell me about your name.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
Yeah.
So, is your name really Blade?
No,
What is it?
it's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take
Oh.
it personally.
I'm not a friend.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
How'd you get here?
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that.
Ultra instinct.
She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Thanks, Blade. I like how he's like, your name really the Hunter? Yes?
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
Yes. That helps with gremlins.
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, the problem with the big old...
I don't know.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Oh, I love visits.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Wouldn't you? Give it a little kick. Random shit all over the place.
As long as we're going to be working in the streets of New York, Blade is among our best advisors. It was just
So it's
recently
me,
that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration
Captain Marvel, and
Association
Blade
purchased
going
it.
in. Couldn't ask for a better team. Possibly. I don't know. Before I do, though, I have costumes for anybody. There we go. You can have her hair that's like that, or just suddenly her hair grows out a little bit more when she goes into battle. This would make more sense. I like this. Strange dresses like that. Kind of like his usual, but you know what? We'll put his future Supreme on. Jesus Christ. There you go, Shadow. It's the it's the Iron Knight. Holy fuck. It's like I'd do it, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I need to get 300 so I could have, like, him in his colors, at least. I'll have him in this for now, and then when I get enough gloss, I'll get him I'll put him in his colors for that. Blade. That's him. Blade in 1602. Or Demon Hunter Blade. Kind of like just this with his glasses on. At least until I can get him in, like, something else. Then there's just me. So she'll have long hair when she battles, but short hair when we talk to her, because I can't change that. There, look at these heroes. Thank you.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower.
That'll be fine. Probably gonna be, what, a handful of Hydra. I just beat him up, cry a little, and we move on.
Probably can scratch a band-aid off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Smartest fanatic in the room. It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras.
gamma radiation. You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Why, you barely know us. Alright. Who pissed them off? Beat all the enemies.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Give the mother my regards. In hell.
In hell.
It's about time. Watch and learn.
Ow. It's okay. One way to do it. There, that'll break, and that opens that up. I can't shove him. Nope, don't have enough for that. Alright then. This might hurt a little. Hi. Oh, my chest. My other chest.
I must have angered them.
I think I pissed them off a little.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
75%, let's try it. I like those odds.
That's one hell of a move.
Knockout. Like 3 of her cards better binary ability. In that state, deals significant more damage once all block is removed. I'm on fire or something.
Ready up. You've had this coming.
Am I overdoing it a little? I don't know.
Well, that's exciting.
She went Super Saiyan. Where's your mother? Stop shooting me.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
Don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Feeling stronger.
Not a problem.
I saw a move like that.
She's fun.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
Ow, my ankle.
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Why's everyone gotta be mom? It'll be fine. Well, whatever it was, it didn't do anything. Recover the artifact. Break the Hydra shield guard's protection to access the truck. Use the recover artifact card to secure it.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
I'll do my best.
I'll put this to good use.
No mercy.
Weak, even for Hydra.
There we go. How about a little this?
Never seen that before.
What, never hit a guy into an explosive before?
I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Probably the waste on that, but you know, it's just one less guy to shoot at us. Block. Blocked. Well, armor. We have like points. Hey, how you doing?
Out of commission.
Oh, it feels so good. Someone just hit me with something hard. I need to get this guy out of here.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Behold the light's gift.
Little of this. That should give me some heroism so I could maybe do the blast attack. Yes. There we go.
That is one way of making your presence.
Did I do good? Am I winning? I ran right here.
Nothing personal, all right?
That means I'll damage that. I don't want anything to break there. Let's do this instead. Throw a box at him. When in doubt, if you're unsure what to do, just throw a crate at him. I don't know why. It's just a funny image to see, like, Blade pick up a box and throw it at someone. Like, it's not even, like, filled with explosives or anything. It was just a box. It's a really hard crate.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants gamma
Fine, I got the
on a
artifact.
baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Now we must defeat the last bit of enemies. And you know what Shadow likes? A good beatdown.
These fanatics are always the same.
Nice move.
It beat down. I'll stop that AoE attack from happening.
I don't think you're ready for this.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
That sounds sexual.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
A triangle.
Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
I get it.
How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
We did it. I mean, it's only on normal. Eventually, the difficulty can get bumped up for more rewards, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good at these, like, crowd control taking out the things, but it's still early game. I'm going to get my ass kicked. We did it. We're the heroes.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid?
I understood that
You
reference.
know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron.
I don't know what that is.
Come on. You should hang out.
I do like being a character that has no fucking idea what any of these references are.
I should rest. Another time.
I'm scared. I have social anxiety.
Let me see.
Nico sent me a message. Does he want to go bowling? You should come hang out. Thank you, but I'm tired.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite
You
what
up?
Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask Blader Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a midnight sun now.
Yeah, and it's nighttime, and I have my sunglasses on. Clearly, I'm hungover.
Oh, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
I'm just in my tank top. Nico is now, or whatever, however you say her name, is ready for combat. So when we have the choice, we'll bring her along. Let's see what her outfits look like. So her battle gear. This, or this. What the hell? I mean, this is pretty crazy. I like the idea that she just went into like her, like a dark form for battle. This looks like I dressed her. Like, it's not terrible, but it just looks like something I would just throw on somebody. Colors look like her. Kind of like her being a shadow witch. I like her going into shadow form when we battle. She becomes shadow.
These missions can't be good for caretakers.
Watching a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
What about your father?
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look,
Oh, we're missing a Western movie. I want to watch it.
Yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Sorry, I didn't know.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge.
I only want to watch Die Hard and RoboCop.
So,
and the
first
Naked
thing
Gun.
You know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I really needed that.
Hangout completed.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No.
No.
I barely can do math.
Think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I should go.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
I can only get 1 bowl of chili with it, and then that's it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I'm gonna go
I
now.
should get going.
Good timing. Looks like caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I don't even see a clock or a watch
Glad
anywhere.
to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around, maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon.
Thinks we're hanging out?
Quite like it was
I
in the good
guess.
old days.
These don't seem all that different.
the world is still full of monsters and villains, my mother being the worst of them all.
You forgot heroes. The world is still full of heroes.
Superman?
Sadly, we're missing one of our
Completely
best.
wrong thing.
Agatha? Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know, Agatha, she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
The loss could not have been easy for you.
Thank you for that, but it's not just my loss.
People
It's
are
all of
dying?
ours. And what makes this loss even harder to accept is that it was completely avoidable. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her.
Oh boy.
But she would not listen.
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
You made the right choice. My dark power side.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire Abbey.
I like to believe that, especially given her current situation.
My
Wanda,
darker power,
Agatha.
whatever it is.
Seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
A hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as Hunter moves down either path. Just leaving these orbs and gloss all over the place. Lead me, Charlie. Let's go. Come to know the power of the dark side. I will become stronger. We have cookies. What kind of cookies, though?
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable...
I have sunglasses on.
Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
Oh, that's good.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my
Dead.
motto.
Dead.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride, even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know. Overcooked chicken. Ew, I was gonna say it's very low textured looking, but I'll touch it.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
Makes sense.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do.
I'm not.
But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Open the way to locations barred. Recommended level 1. I am 3. Well, one could hope I can do it.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah?
I want to go home.
Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside.
But I want interference of help.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Hello.
Charlie?
Well, that's one way to do things.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Well, at least I'm not alone, but I don't know how well this is going to work for me. Beat all the enemies.
As the goddess of balance and order,
Dragon
Ashtor
dog.
was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea.
You are too weak for this fight.
Oops, I did not mean to do that.
I am impressed. Leave some for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Your time has come. Your mother abandons you.
Princess has returned with anxiety meds and a steak quesadilla. I respond. I mean, I don't know about it's like a demon slash something kind of dog. I don't know about dragon.
Hellhounds are nothing but
Kind of, I
mindless
guess, like a
beasts.
hellhound, but
Don't
not.
hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
It's some kind of dog.
Feel my call.
Booyah. There's a fire-breathing
Once
joke.
again, Lilith's servants.
Everything's a dragon. My character just calls everyone a dragon.
Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Do I have to, though? Hunt or be hunted. I did it. No, I don't want to do photo mode. I just put the meds inside of it. Jam it in the steak. I now have a word of power. I can open things with this logo.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Guess I could try. Don't worry, Shadow, I gained a new shout.
Blessings of the goddess.
I have a key.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the
Banging
forces
that,
of
don't
magic.
mean to.
That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries.
Oh, so no one can get pregnant here? Great.
And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme.
Pizza?
Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Do love a good Sorcerer Supreme. It's got everything you want. A little bit of everything on that pizza pie.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Sir, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience.
I'm right here. Don't worry.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use
pizza
the mystical
anytime.
energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
I want to look at the coil.
Don't keep in now. You're welcome, Hunter.
Well, I definitely want Holy Flame. Damage an enemy will just restore 32 health for someone. That's pretty good.
Until next time.
Yep, I know. One of the heals, maybe? No, I can't. Let's get rid of one of the slashes, I suppose. Oh, great, I got a shirt. Don't have any outfits yet.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find... I just wonder...
All right, I mean, let's open the box. Well, I'm going to want to...
I would be highly suspicious of
I'm on the
anything
dark
Hydra
thing.
has had in its possession. My advice would be to do what Tony says. Destroy whatever is in there immediately.
With all due respect, Hunter, that would be short-sighted and foolish.
Hey, I'm just going down that path.
For
I
one
just
thing,
want the
it's
dark stuff.
Very, very hard to dispose of magical items.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I need all the magical items I can get.
And why is that?
You
Right
eat
now,
'em?
With the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter.
All right, look inside.
Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite. Are there any curses I should be aware of?
Well, too late for that. You're opening it.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then
Not
who
the
knows
dagger.
what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
It's a dagger. A nice artifact.
Interesting, at least.
That helped our science level. And now we can improve with war games. Have powerful single-use combat items. This will help us increase ability options. Earn additional ability when analyzing the coils. I do like having more abilities to acquire out of those coils.
Right away.
It'll be in progress. Come back later.
Got a sec to spare?
Now I'm gonna go talk to Robbie.
You moving into the forge, Hunter?
Interesting.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days.
3 centuries ago.
3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sure.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes.
Makes sense.
Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
I am the scourge of the Lilin. My name is whispered in fear across the 7 hells. When I fight, I make war, not make-believe, Robbie. Be sure your Sparky is ready to do the same.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of smack that he does. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll figure it out.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
The time for punishment is here.
There you go. There he is.
Like playing with fire.
You wanted to fight? Let's do it then. Well, I'm not fighting. It's just a spar. Yeah.
Nice time to take it to the next level.
Sure.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Robbie, as this guy. I am the Death Knight. I am the spirit of vengeance. Or it's just me. I could just be this. Classic. I'll keep him normal for right now until I get used to the people. You want to talk? Who wants to talk? Blade? Yeah, he's Ghost Rider.
Got a minute, Hunter?
Can I help you with, Blade?
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
You hinting at something?
Are you trying to make a point with this?
No. I mean, I just wanted to catch up.
I see. Well...
She's something else, though, huh?
You like her?
Excuse me?
Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is Shakespeare for you fancy her.
I do not. I respect her as a fellow warrior.
The same way you respect Tony? Or Caretaker?
Hell no. It's Never mind.
And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go kill some monsters or something. Let's just keep this.
I'm gonna just go kill something now. Never mind.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them and...
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
Who display respect? Carol, the one I'm talking to.
For that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Every second we delay is a victory for Lilith. I have little patience for child's games in the midst of our war.
No argument there. Look,
Captain Marvel.
I don't know if you've noticed it, but she seems to like you. I've known Magic just about as long as you have, and all I've gotten from her is a few grunts and words I'm
Captain
afraid
America's
to
a
translate.
dude.
Maybe you'll do better. Well, when you phrase it like that, I'm sure she'll just be begging to help. Good luck, Hunter.
I shall return shortly.
I'm talking to a woman right now. You can hear their voice.
Not much more I can
Name's literally Carol. So it might be Miss Marvel. I don't remember the names too well. Where?
Robbie, have you seen Magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone.
Thanks, Robbie.
Now to run to the barracks. Picking up these random orbs that are just being left around.
Well met.
Hi.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Then put the damn book down and help me get her back.
You are nothing if not direct. Not to mention unrelenting. I can respect that. And perhaps you are not entirely incorrect.
All I said was, let's get her back.
Okay. I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time.
Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, I got her on board.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and why don't you check the mirror?
Yeah, I'll just check the table. You're just trying to explain to me side missions. Now I can bring someone. Now that I sparred with Ghost Rider, I can bring him on board. I can also bring Magic on board if I wanted. Or Iron Man. Or Dr. Spooky. Well, since we did something with him, we'll bring Ghost Rider along. See how he functions. What happened to me? Why do I look like I'm in so much pain? Look at the heroes go.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave that shattered most of the glass in my approach path.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gamma
Let's go stop Hydra. Or whatever it is we're doing. Target the helicopter with attacks to disable it before time runs out. Oh, great. Give all hero block. Delay the helicopter from one turn. Certain enemies will grant powerful cards when KO'd. Invigorated. Strengthened.
like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Yeah.
Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that
Not
chopper is our
talk on the
target.
radio? I don't want to hear
I
him.
suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
I'm on it.
They're trying to flank.
You're suffering
Time for you to suffer. Oh wow, this helicopter's already almost dead. I mean, I didn't realize it also eats all my cards up, but you know, that's fine. Oh, the helicopter's almost dead. Blocked. I'm vulnerable.
They are hoping to wear me down.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Ferocious spirit.
There we go. We stopped the helicopter. Does it just beat the rest of them up? Yep.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers.
Ossus, can you stop calling here?
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
Interesting.
Ghost Rider KOs a number of enemies and fills the soul meter. He will draw a copy of Drained Souls. Increase friendship with him to improve this passive. Yeah.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I feel like we're gonna get shot. Haha. Still had some block left. Ow, I'm vulnerable.
We are not out of this yet.
Oh, good. Now he has counter.
What are we waiting for?
All will be judged.
Let's see. Let's do you and you.
Not bad.
Let's see. How about redrawing? Quick. Get rid of you. That'll give me my redraw back. Kind of a waste to do this because this heals him, but whatever. That guy's gonna probably hit me back.
Regroup at position tango.
Ow. Why? I'm slow.
Embarrassed by your weakness.
Oh, he's overloaded. He's going to explode.
Fear is temporary. I am
How about this? 63%?
Punching bags you've come to expect, are they?
Delicious.
Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All possible with mother.
Go binary. Super Saiyan.
I feel great.
Hey, you should probably go over here. Mere mortals. Can a mere mortal do this?
You make that look almost too easy.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last. There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
I win. I did it.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Who's watching me? I mean, who else would be tracking me down in New York? Hmm.